Okay,
So we call this, are we live?
I believe so. Yep.
Okay, then we will call this meeting to order at 1900 hours. And any changes or adjustments to the agenda?
We should add an executive session for legal discussion about legal proceedings.
All right. Then we will add executive session. Anything else? Okay, so we'll adopt the agenda with the executive session added. And any changes or additions to the previous meeting minutes?
Yes.
Really? I looked close. Gee. What do we got?
Oh, well, on page 4, and I really missed the page numbers like it was last time.
Oh, I'm sorry. We had a transition when Sam comes back, so I will note that.
Oh, okay.
We
Okay.
will do that again.
Yeah, under the 425 bid, in the fifth line, it seems like there should be needs to have a wood, I believe, in there.
Yep. The vehicle would.
Yes,
Okay.
that's all I had.
I missed that. Darn. Okay. Commissioner Merritt, any changes, additions?
Nope, no changes or additions.
Okay, I'll make a motion. We approve the minutes with that change.
I'll second
Aye.
it.
Okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Good. Okay, next on the list. Resolution 527 to 528 and repeal 523. Any
So-
questions about those?
Did I explain that to everybody?
You did to me.
Okay, I don't know that I did to Evan and Richard.
No, I don't think.
When we were going to record 528 or 527, we realized that there was actually a 527 that didn't get recorded in all the spots. So it's the same resolution. We just had to change the number to 528. And then in consultation with our attorney, 523 had some of the same stuff. So we wanted to repeal that just to be completely clear.
Okay.
All right, that sounds fine. So I'll move we adopt those changes.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Good. Okay, accounts payable and payroll. And let's go to accounts payable and payroll. Any questions?
Yes. I had one on number 1, the first one,
Okay,
and that has to do with the physical fitness equipment. And I thought we had covered that before. And then I also noted later on in, I think it was either A or B in the excess stuff, that there were some equipment there as well as excess.
So
And it's
the
getting thrown away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to be gotten rid of. So perhaps the chief could just bring us all up to speed on that.
So the 576 and number 1 is for the replacement of a motherboard and treadmill at 42. There was a whole bunch of replacements in all their treadmills, so that's why you see the bills trickling in, because they would do one time and come back and do another one as they got parts. So that's one motherboard for one treadmill. We did overspend our maintenance budget on physical fitness, but we're using the money in the line item that's kind of similar to that with for replacement to cover that. So our physical fitness budget is still okay. We're gonna probably ask you for more money next year to replace some of these treadmills over the next 3 years, but they're about $5,000 to $8,000 a piece. So it'll be a significant increase because we only budgeted $2,000 for replacement this year, I believe, maybe $2,500. So we'll have to increase that, but the ask is to start replacing those because they are getting old and starting to cost us a fair amount to replace. The stuff that we're surplusing is old free weights. Basically, the bars and the benches aren't useful anymore. They're too gone and broken, and then the free weights we just don't need. We have enough other free weights in all the stations, so they're just stuff we don't need that had been donated a long time ago.
Okay, thank you. I also had a question on 16 and 17, those pages. We had two different billings on legal things, number 12 and number 15. Are those on the same issue, or are they different issues?
So 12 is the Flynn Law Group, who was representing us in L&I specific issues because they were an expert. Our other lawyers are not.
Okay,
And 15 is our new just general questions about labor and contracts. So
okay,
two different law firms doing two different types of work.
okay. Well, that's fine. I'll try to remember that the Flynn Law Group is L&I. So anyway, that type of thing. So thank you for that.
Yep.
That's all I had.
Commissioner Merritt, anything?
Was that Diamondback Northwest? Is that for the extrication tools, the 12,300?
Which number is that?
Well, that's actually for the three electric fan, battery pack.
Oh,
fan.
okay. Okay. I knew we approved it. I was just wondering what.
That was number 11, right?
Yeah, that was number 11.
Yeah. Mhm.
Nope, I don't have any more questions.
Okay, okay, how about payroll? Any questions about payroll while we're at it?
How is our overtime looking? I know that it's been down because of COVID, but I know we budgeted last year. It was like close to $1 million for OT. Where are we at with that now?
Yeah, we are down. Let me look at the last budget so I can make sure that I'm giving you the right number. Unless Mike has it off the top of his head.
I actually have it in my drawer here, yes.
Yeah.
So we're at 59% or 60% at the end of August. 60% of it used. So
So we're just slightly under budget.
Yep.
slightly under budget right now, yeah.
And just under 550,000 spent. Is that correct, Mike?
Yeah, 536. The 363 left in there.
So
364.
you're
Yeah.
saying we're under budget? It sounds like we're a little over.
No, we're
Yeah, sounds like-
66% of the way through the year at 60% of the budget.
Oh, okay.
So there's
Oh, so you
We'll
said
have-
through
we'll be
August.
under budget.
Okay, through August, okay.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
So hard to predict. Sometimes the holidays go up, so I would call it even
okay.
just to be safe.
Okay, so I'll make a motion. We approve
right.
the warrants and payroll as presented.
I second that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Good. Okay, so then, personal leave cash out request. Any questions on that?
No.
No.
So I'll make a motion. We approve the personal leave cash out request.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Transport waivers.
So
So I'm going
I did number them for Commissioner Flath. The one that we have the deduction on is number 1. The other person is number 2. So
I suggested that we send number 2 to collections. Just because he seems like he's dodging us.
So I'm going to abstain from this since I have not seen these.
Oh,
Okay, I would, I would go that we take number 1 for the for what was presented to us as the new balance, which is nothing, and then send a second one to collection.
Okay.
Do I hear a motion? Second?
Well, that was my motion.
Okay.
I second that motion.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and I abstain, of course. Okay. All right, new business, resolution 529.
So this is our effort to get rid of the surplus equipment that you've, I think, done a couple resolutions already. Basically, what Gary did is he went through all of the sheds and used the last two resolutions to see what was not on there. That's what attachment A is basically everything that that we couldn't find a resolution for. And I did make 3 slight changes on the attachment A from what you have. The second item, it said 3 gas vent fans, and it's actually 4. Second to the last, it says 1 electric vent fan, and it's none, so I took that off. He thought there was 1 electric and 3 gas, and it's 4 gas. All I did is added the model number to the Bauer compressor, so we're doing a little bit better on tracking that, and that's the only changes from your attachment A. Attachment B, although is a little unusual, last year you guys had decided this stuff was surplus, and it made sense to surplus it. But with putting 452 in service as a brush rig, all of this stuff on attachment B, we want to bring back out of surplus so that we can use that to stock 452 and not have to buy new again. And so that's what the attachment B is.
Okay, any other questions? Discussion?
No, this stuff goes in the garbage, or does this stuff go to auction, or where does it head?
We're going to do quote unquote like a yard sale. So you can either do an auction or that. So we're going to do that. So once we have this, Gary will get it advertised, and within the next month, we should have the sale. Then anything that doesn't sell will be considered disposable of no value. So then we'll figure out what to do with it after that.
Copy. I've been to one of those little yard sales that we've had. They're pretty sweet.
I've always wanted to go for 36 years or 39 years or whatever it's been, and never got to go to one yet.
I got this old photo right here for 50 cents.
Excellent.
I was wheeling and dealing with Chief Simmons.
Okay,
There's nothing,
So-
there's nothing else in A that could come out for the new brush truck then.
No, yeah, we went through everything on all the lists to make sure that there was nothing we could use. That's why I had Gary go over it once again, and just in general, but then was specifically in mind with the brush rig.
okay. So I'll make a motion. We approve resolution 529
I
with the
second that
changes
motion.
the chief made. Okay, all in favor?
All right.
Aye. Okay, budget calendar.
This is just kind of for your information, so we're getting started at that time. We just wanted to give you a heads up of when we'll be doing our budget discussions and public meetings. And so this is the general calendar we'll be following to hit the timelines. Obviously, the capital plan and some other things that aren't required, but yet we still do, will be fit in there too. So really, any questions, we can't really make it any later. We could speed it up if you guys really wanted to. It would not be easy for staff to speed it up, but that's really your only choice.
Okay,
No action
I
needed
didn't
on
have any.
this.
I didn't have any problems with it.
Yeah, I didn't have problems with it either.
Good?
Okay.
I had a question moving into the future.
Yes.
Would there be something very similar to this in the future? Like for 2022?
Yeah, so we'll always do, we'll always try to give you a budget calendar. We have the state statutes that we have to meet as far as the public meeting, when we have to get it to the county. So we will always have something like this every year.
Bless you.
I was,
Excuse me.
I was just wondering too, in the future, if we did something different with our, how we did our meetings and so forth like that, would we still have a separate public meeting for this?
We,
Against a regular meeting?
we would probably have to look at that and probably just add in some extra meetings during budget time to meet all of our marks and make sure we get appropriate public comment.
Okay,
In the past, we've just opened the public meeting during this, and then they close it and go back to the regular meeting. So you can continue on, have a regular meeting with that public meeting.
okay.
Okay, that brings us to line item adjustments.
So just trying to be clear with the auditor, clear with you and upfront. We have a few, Mike and I identified a few line items that we think we should make an adjustment to now. I can go over them, but they're pretty self-explanatory. The EMS one, it's pretty much a no cost. We spent a bunch of money out of there over our budget, but we've also got grants for that, so it's a pretty much wash to the general fund. But we want to move 16,000 over to EMS line item 3123. The IMS, we just simply overspent it with the changes in the office, changes in staff, changes, overruns in the 365 a little bit, and some other technology changes. So we're asking for 35,000 into 4143. Office supplies, again, adding another staff member into the office, desk and a few of that, a little bit of overrun, $2,000 into line item 3102. Labor and industries, basically, we took a guess at the rates when you set the budget because they weren't out yet. And so we underguessed about 35,000. So we'd like to move 35,000 into 2201. Same with the GEMT prep. You kind of get charged on how many calls you have, and that's kind of a guess. Again, we underguessed by about 10,000. So we'd like to put 10,000 into 4109. And the assessment center, we weren't planning on doing the hiring out for the BC Assessment Center, and we did that with your approval for public safety. So we need to move about 9,500 into 4171 to cover that.
Okay, any discussion, questions about all that?
Nope.
Okay. So I assume you want a motion on that?
Yes, we would need a motion on that.
I'll make a motion, we approve those changes as outlined by the chief.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. That brings us to district staff and work groups comments. Any comments? Comments?
I have nothing,
Okay,
unless you have budget.
Well,
other budget
Commissioner.
questions.
I do have some for me for fire chief, sorry.
okay,
So just wanted to mention for everybody that the burn ban is still in effect, and it is in effect for the city. The city matches the county. So our whole district is in effect as a burn ban with the county proclamation. Staff is working on the first draft of the RFP for a standard of cover, so you guys will probably be getting a version of that in the next week or so to start considering. We've finished all of our process with National Testing Network, and so our job posting should be posted tomorrow on National Testing Network. Once that's done, we'll start advertising on our social media webpage and so on. So we'll be pushing that in the next month or so. We had our first labor management meeting of my new leadership. That went well. We'll continue to have those monthly. I also met with the what we think is going to become the new police chief for Snohomish, but I don't think, last I heard, that hasn't been confirmed by city council yet, just to start that relationship. I also met with the city manager and mayor, Steve Schuler and Cartac, just to start that relationship. And in the last month, I've met with more meetings with our staff in District 7 and South County to start working on making sure that we're all in understanding of how responses are going to work between everybody. So those emails have been going, or those meetings have been going well. And then lastly, just like to congratulate Lieutenant Lane again with the with the DC interim and Daryl Heike getting promoted to battalion chief, Garrett Lane got promoted to lieutenant, so he'll be temporary lieutenant while this DC interim DC is being done. And that is all I have.
All right, commissioner comments?
Well, I'd like to share with everybody that on August 30th, I became emeritus, which means in church terms, I retired. So anyway, hopefully we'll have a little more time to delve into the various affairs here of the district now.
Awesome.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. It was 44 years, so that's a long time.
Really long time.
It is.
Yeah. Longer than some of you are old, I think.
Oh, and then some.
Yeah.
And then some.
And then some.
Anyway. So,
Commissioner Merritt, any comments?
I would like to just thank all the chiefs for all their hard work. You guys are doing a really good job.
Thank you.
Good, and I too would parrot that remark, and I'm excited to see that we are working towards the future with our leadership teams.
mhm.
So also for those who might be online that aren't aware, I am coming to you from right now, not sunny, Arkadelphia, Arkansas. And I kept my video muted because my network connection is through the hotspot on my cell phone, which means the bandwidth is pretty slim. So there's a picture of me out in the patio in the rain. Okay, so again, I want to thank everybody for their efforts. And with that, we will close the meeting.
You want to adjourn to executive session?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I forgot that part.
And
We
I
will
think
adjourn
what,
to executive session.
and I think what we'll do is, and it's for update on legal proceedings. And what we'll do is,
You want me to call in?
yeah, that's what I say. I'll call you, and then I'll call Evan, and then I'll merge
Yeah.
them, and we should be able to do that.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
And it shouldn't take more than 15 minutes. So let's say return at 7:40.
Okay,
You want me to come into your office?
That would be great.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'm going to share the screen, and Bill can put that on.
All right. You me there?
I'm here.
Oh, I see you. I hear you.
Yeah, you can see me.
I am back. Let me figure out how to,
Get everybody on.
yeah, I gotta stop sharing. Okay,
Hi.
so I think technically we're supposed to wait 10 minutes. Since we said 7:40, we're not supposed to, we got in trouble for that last time the auditor came. That we adjourned before we said we would.
So I'm sitting here outside at my uncle's table, and he had some weights on the table for the tablecloth to keep it down. And I picked one up. I thought it was a candle. I'm going to show it to you. So I picked this up, and lo and behold, anybody know what that is?
The ball valve.
See that?
It's yeah, I'm gonna say ball valve.
Yeah, exactly. There's two of them here.
The innards of a ball valve. What did he do? Was he-
He was not a firefighter. I don't know where he got him. I'm going to ask him in the morning. He's in bed now.
A,
he
a
wasn't
farmer,
pipe
maybe?
fitter or anything? I thought maybe he was a pipe fitter.
He did, I'm trying to think of anything he did. He did pre-stressed concrete. He did a pecan farm.
You want to get on the screen too?
You want? Oh yeah, you
What do you-
can sign while we're waiting.
Oh, sure, okay.
No
I
reason
brought
not to.
this other stuff in there too. Do I have to sign any of this stuff?
No, oh, yes, it's. So what do you want to do? Use.
Yeah,
Kind of right here.
yeah, right on that here, back there. Yeah.
So. This one,
Okay, Richard's signing.
weigh the full balance,
Full balance?
weigh full balance, yeah. And then just sign and date there. The other one, you won't have to do any signing, we're just gonna take it, I'll just let them know 5 minutes, you're taking it to collection, so won't be any signing on the other one.
So since I'm not there and I abstained from those transport waivers, can Richard or Evan, well, Richard, since he's there, sign for
Yeah,
those?
we're getting Richard to sign the one.
Good.
Here's your, okay, right? You got all three of them stacked there, you just go ahead and sign yours and have yours.
It's not humid there, is it, Jim?
No, not much, about 99, 98%, something like that. Actually, it wasn't bad till today. It got humid today and then it started raining. So then it got really humid.
And you can sign these and Sherry can just change the. These are the minutes, Sherry can go and change the one page. You can edit. Have to bring them back again then.
Sorry, I overestimated so much.
That's okay.
I usually talk longer than that for most things.
That's okay.
We had people signing different copies, so we had like extra copies and we didn't take. For 528. Did I not sign this one?
I thought we did.
Devin did sign this one, declaration one.
Oh my gosh.
Jim needs to, that's okay. Okay, fine. So this one, this was 528, and then that's the other one, I guess.
Yeah.
So go ahead and sign right there, and we'll have to catch
Hey,
up.
hey, Evan,
Yo.
we still missed one resolution for you to sign.
All right. So I have a
time's the
comment. So it says the board is in executive session. The video feed will resume approximately 7:40 hours. So it should be either 7:40 PM or 19:40 hours.
You're right.
There you go.
That's what it says there.
Okay. So are we back live again?
Yep.
Okay, so we have returned from executive session and we're back in regular session with no action taken. So we will adjourn our meeting for this evening.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Have a safe journey home.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yep. Safe travels.
Thank you.